one more thing I want to try regarding this VCR and the whole RCA yellow, white, red connector. I have an old Sony Handycam camcorder, circa 2008. Still works really well, and I still do take video with this thing. Family events, mostly. Of course, now I vlog a lot of stuff, but for just the typical home videos, birthday parties, Christmas, various holidays, yeah, I use that thing. And there is a cord somewhere in here. I gotta find it. Curious if this thing works. Hooks up right to the camcorder. It's got the RCA connectors. And I should be able to view my screen on this. Alright, let's plug the TV and VCR in. Alright, so we're going to turn the VCR on. It's in VHS mode, which I think it needs to be. Let's get this plugged in. Now, I don't know if I'm just pressing the wrong buttons on the remote. It's been quite a while since I haven't had something with HDMI or USB, so the original remote for the VCR DVD player combo. It's been a while since I played this on a TV, so let's see if I remember how to even do that. Turn it on. Okay, it should be doing something, I think, at this point. Alright, let's press some buttons here. I feel this is on me at this point, you know? I've gotten way too used to the simpleness of HDMI. So we gotta change a channel here. Let's see. Alright, one moment. I want to check it out on that TV where I know it'll work. Make sure I'm doing this part right. Okay, all I had to do was plug it in. It works perfectly fine. Mirroring my little viewfinder. Some of my family hanging out at Wayne's Arcade World. Okay, so that works fine. I think we may have figured it out. So on this VCR, again, I grew up with this type of stuff. My bedroom in Northlake, I had a TV very similar to this. And I think it only had a coax as well. I had like one of those little boxes you would get like back in the Atari days where you'd plug, I think, the coax into one and then you would switch between channel 3, channel 4. At one point I had like a TV and 2 VCRs, and the cable went into the VCR, and then the cords went to the other VCR, and then the cords went to the TV, and I could do multiple copies of shows. I should know this stuff better, but there is a channel button right here, a couple of them, up and down channel button. So we have the channel selector here, which says 03, but then you press it again, the TV VCR button, and it says channel 2 over here. So you got channel 3, channel 2. Okay? Channel 3 over here is the channel that this thing is on. Channel 2 is the VCR channel. We can go up with the VCR channel, channel 3, channel 4, etc. And it changes here. I went down under 2, and I get F1, which is probably front. This is probably something if you want to hook cable up to the VCR. That is a beautiful thing, and a very hopeful sign for my games. We got sound and everything. I do kind of like the retro 4:3 aspect ratio here. This is cool. Ooh, nice food. Sound works. So it's got to be on F1. And if you want to use the VHS player, then you gotta put it on channel 2. Alright, here we go. The moment of truth. Yes! Oh my gosh, it works. Oh, that is a beautiful sight. Yeah. I'm okay with this. There's something about it on this little screen, you know? I'm just really enjoying. This is pretty cool. Welcome to day 4. And it's finally time to go over the Ohio bag. Yeah, this video, or what's going to end up being a 2-part video most likely, it's been quite a process. 4 days of filming over the course of roughly a week. The issue is, I didn't quite expect this whole TV VCR saga to be a part of this video. I'm pretty excited with the final result. I got now 3 TVs in here. I got the option of VCR, VHS tapes, DVD player. Got my whole RCA set up now for the games. On this TV we have 3 HDMIs and 1 RCA. The HDMIs are being used for these guys, and the RCA for the Wii. And then I have 2 RCA on this TV, which are being shared between the Atari flashbacks. And technically, yes, I could hook the Wii or any of those Atari flashbacks up to this thing now. But everything has to be plugged in, so it's kind of out of spot, so I'll probably just leave it as is. Alright, I got the overhead light on, so you guys can see a little better here. Then I go from left to right. I have a general idea what's in here, but I'm definitely going to run into some surprises. Some things that I forgot about. Now, to not drag this out even longer than this video or 2-part video is, I'm not going to show every single thing, but here are a couple of my flashlights. Holy cow, this actually still works a little bit. I always had to have the flashlights with me. Always had multiple ones, in case one decided not to work. Always usually had some spare batteries with me. I only see 2 in here, but I usually had like sometimes 3 or 4 of these sort of cheapy plastic flashlights. And some random pens. We got a Comfort In pen, Holiday Inn pen. Oh, Clearwater Beach. I was down that way for my honeymoon. Well, that's where I got that. And a pen that says Wayne on it. Country Inn and Suites notepad. I would often grab these from hotels as well. Now this is what I'm talking about. There's actually one in particular that I'm looking for. I don't know if it's in here. That's even older than these, but the Ohio Turnpike Maps and Lodging Guide, 2004. Don't know exactly what year this is from. There it is, one of the many Ohio Turnpike maps that I would keep with me. You know, you gotta track all those exits and service plazas in the days before GPS. Alright, let's go from west to east. There's the location of Charlie's. That is long gone, unfortunately. This is probably right about from the same time period, 2004, I'm guessing. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is still in here. This is one of the main things that I was looking for in this Ohio bag. Now, I want to say that this is the original Ohio Turnpike map. It is not, but this is the type of map that you could pick up at the service plazas in the early 90s when I started to get interested into travel and maps, the turnpikes, and the service plazas. And this thing is chock full of Ohio Turnpike, service plaza, and toll interchange history. I don't think anything is accurate anymore on this map. Yeah, this thing not only has the original interchange numbers, but also has all the original service plazas before they got renovated and turned into the modern spaceships that they are today. All right, let's go over this from west to east. Starting out on the west side, coming from Chicago and Indiana, your first service plaza was a Hardee's. And then we have my favorite, I've discussed this on the channel before, Charlie's General Store and Family Restaurant. This was the only one that never got renovated, but eventually would get torn down, and apparently, not too long ago, got replaced with a toll plaza. Moving on, past Toledo, we have a Hardee's, and then, what's this? A Rax restaurant? Yep. I discussed this during my Rax visit in Joliet. This is my history with Rax. Right here in the middle of the state, this service plaza. Then we have a Bob's Big Boy and Burger King. Moving on a little bit as we get closer to Cleveland, we have a McDonald's. And then a Popeyes and Dunkin' Donuts. And then finally, before we get into Pennsylvania, we have a McDonald's. Here are the original mileposts. Now, to be totally clear, except for possibly Charlie's, which would be B Fallen Timbers and O Oak Openings, I think they're all there and still in the original locations, just obviously modernized. This is an Ohio Turnpike map circa 2001. This is kind of interesting as well. They have now converted the exits to mileposts, and you see that they do display both here. So you have the current version and the legacy displayed, which is kind of neat. And they're also discussing the Ohio Turnpike Service Plaza renovation. And you can even see that one in the middle of the state is closed for the renovation. So this was very early on in the renovation process. Wheels in Motion, your guide to the Ohio Turnpike. What can I tell you? I was into the Ohio Turnpike back in the day. I even had a history book. This is an Ohio Turnpike map circa 2002. What is interesting with this one is they're already advertising the HMS Host Service Plaza, so Basically the new spaceship style service plazas with all the modern eateries that you are probably familiar with today. And you can already see exists here at G and H, Commodore Perry and Erie Islands, Vermilion Valley and Middle Ridge, Towpath and Great Lakes, and Brady's Leap and Portage. Yeah, they move through pretty quick with these. Obviously still some originals. We have the Hardys. And at this point, there was no longer a Charlie's. It was just called HMS Cafe. Charlie's, unfortunately, would never come back at that point. And then we still have the McDonald's on the eastern end. Alright, real quick, let's go over some of these maps that I have in here. A Wisconsin highway map from 2000. South Cook County street map. An Indiana map from 97 and 98. No Google Maps, guys. North DuPage County. You can see I got a lot of use out of this. An Illinois map from 2007 and 2008. Probably the newest thing I got in here. St. Louis County. Not sure the year in this one. Another Illinois map. This is the Alton, Belleville, Collinsville, and Fairview Heights street map. Tell you this is somewhere from the mid-90s. Most likely I went down here for my youth bowling tournaments. And we have some stamps here, probably back when I used to send postcards to family members from my travels. More hoarding of my hotel notepads. Oh, Harris Tunica. Used to go down there. That is closed since then. I probably got just about every hotel here. Not really sure where I got this. I had a bunch of these PennDOT notepads as well. Alright, we got some more stamps. This is back before they used to do forever stamps. I wonder if these are worth any money. 2003, 2004, Wisconsin State Highway map. Another Illinois highway map. Yeah, that aged well. Ah, yes, I almost forgot about this. Back before we had the online radio station locator, we had this. Just pick your state, and it will tell you all the radio stations in the area. Of course, this is only valid until a station changes its format or closes down, but this was very helpful in my travels. It is color-coded based on format. But here, take a look at Chicago and Rockford, see how many of these actually still exist today. And here's the station format color codes. If you want to do a little research, just pause the video and see how much of this matches up. Northern Indiana Travel Directory. Pennsylvania State Map. A 150-mile area map of the Chicago area. Okay, yeah, I think I got a lot of use out of this map too. It's just the greater Chicagoland area, all around Lake Michigan, from Milwaukee to Chicago, into Indiana, and back into Michigan. West Virginia map from 1998 through 1999. Wisconsin, 2006. Racine County. Hey, I think I've logged that. Oh, Ohio. All proud of its bicentennial in 2003. Remember that. And some Orlando stuff. The last time I really used this bag at all was during my honeymoon. We went down to Disney World. And some old school Black Hawk Motel advertisements. And now, let's talk about my Ziggies. And this one still works. Kind of surprised me when it started talking to me. Okay, these things actually have AAA batteries, and that's why it's still working. Now this is one that I got not too long before I stopped using all this stuff. But this here is my Ziggy. The original Ziggy, I'm pretty sure. So you get the idea. Basically, before Google Maps, you didn't know what gas stations, food, where the nearest convenience store, hospital, rest area was. So, did you need a gas station? Did you need someplace to eat? How about a hotel? Use this guy. And of course, being the nerdy kid that I was, back in the 90s, I called it Ziggy from Quantum Leap. And similar to the radio station guide, as long as the actual restaurant or gas station existed, you could use this to get you there. And of course, it uses these clock batteries, so I'd have to change that to get this started again. Alright, since this still works, let's
enter state.
Try something here.
Illinois. Select highway. I-24, I-39, I-55. Enter N4 north or S4 south. North, enter mile marker. 1 mile. 1, select category.
Alright, let's choose restrooms.
Rest area. Exit in 29 miles, 29 minutes. Select next or back.
This guy did not talk to you. And there you go, the Ohio Turnpike bag, and my little renovation of Wayne's Arcade World. A huge thank you if you ended up watching both of these videos all the way through. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did make it to the end of this video, let me know in the comments below what your favorite device was. Either as a kid or as an adult today that uses those yellow, white, and red RCA cables. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like these type of videos, check out my personal vlogs playlist. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you for watching.